Hi guys, welcome to Seco Hub. Today we'll discuss an integral part of our network, which constitutes for our network security as well. That is firewalls, right? Now, first of all, the very first question would be what is a firewall and why do we need a firewall? Right, very first question. So, you know, so we'll start with why do we need a firewall and then we'll come to what is a firewall. Right. Starting from why do we need a firewall is so you have a router right here and with other networks that we compared, right, with other networks that I showed you, wherein we just told you that this is your default gateway, right? This was acting like a default gateway, right? So why, if this is there, then why do you need a firewall? Traffic can traverse through it directly, right? But here we are using a firewall in between, like basically your internal network. This is your internal network, and this is your external network, right? So this is your default gateway. So in this case, why are we using a firewall, right? So first of all, we need firewall, right? Basically for protection. So first thing you have to keep in mind, it's a network security device. Network security device, right? Then basically firewall is a network security device, right? Which will help you protect your internal network, right? Against any other malicious activities or you know um, any other sort of attacks, malwares, antiviruses, any. Basically, you just have to remember it's a network security device which will help your internal network against any kind of spams, right? So that is the basic definition. That is why we need a firewall, and this is what it offers as compared to a router, right? Now, now we'll come to the definition part. What is a firewall, right? Like I told you, firewall is a network security device, right? That will basically coming to the part, how will it actually protect your data? Any data that's coming from the from the internet, right? Or basically also that's going out to the internet. How will it protect it? It has to read the data first, right? So in this case, what it'll do is uh, it will basically monitor your data, both incoming and outgoing traffic, based on your security policies, right? That we also call as access control list, right? Whatever ACLs you put on the firewall, based on those ACLs, it will it will monitor your data first of all, right? Bind it against a table, right? We have multiple things on the table. Just for example, source IP, destination IP, right? And your protocol, right? For a basic firewall I'm talking about, right? So it will map all those data against your packet, and every time your packet traverses through it, it will map it against, it will check against the table, and if it is matching only, then it will allow. If it does not match, right, as per the allowed, ACL, as per the allowed control list, right, it will allow, and if it does not match, it will basically directly drop it then and there, right? So it's all about the ACLs and the policies you impose on the ACLs, right? There are other things like, IDP protection and flooding and all of that. That's a different matter. That comes in advanced firewalls, next generation firewalls. We'll have a separate session for that. For now, you have to remember that what is a firewall, right? How it works, right? Why do we need it? What is a firewall? How it works, we will discuss in the next slides. So let me just go through this once. A firewall is a security network security device or a software, right, that monitors. This we'll talk about later on because you can actually have your firewall sitting on a piece of hardware, right? Or you have virtual firewalls as well, like Hyper-V, VMware, based on clouds, right? So yeah, it's in terms of that. So a firewall is a network security device or software that monitors the and filters incoming and outgoing traffic based on an organization's previously established ACL, which is on the firewall. The primary purpose is to create a barrier between the trusted internal network and untrusted external servers, such as the internet, to block malicious traffic while allowing legitimate communication. Right, this you have already understood. So this region, right? We will definitely come back to this diagram, right? So for your simple, uh, let's just create. So there is another concept called zones, right? On firewalls, we can map different interfaces to different zones, right? So this will be your internal, right? And this will be your internet, right? So we'll use general to this thing terminology that we actually use out there on the production networks, right? So this is internet. This will be untrusted, right? This will be trusted. So this will be your trusted. This interface is mapped to internal zone. This is mapped to external zone, right? Or the internet or the untrusted zone, right? Now, what happens is uh, when it is mapped to internal external zone, the trust factor there's something called as a trust factor, or uh, basically yeah, we call it trust factor, right? Trust factor will be for internal will be 100, right? For external or internet zone, I'll write internet will be 0. So it's always diffusion, high to low. Just understand this concept. So it's always diffusion from internal to internet. By default, usually you will be able to send traffic, right? But for traffic that you need to send from internet to internal, you will need to create a separate ACL for that, right? This traffic, you'll have to create a separate ACL. These are the basics that I wanted you to go through before coming into any other specific firewalls. We'll definitely discuss firewalls like Palo Alto, FTDs, and all of that checkpoint. But yeah, first of all, these are the basics that will be in every firewall that you're going to use out there, right? This is the first part. Now we'll have type of firewalls. First one is stateless firewall. Second one would be stateful firewall. Right, we'll go with the first one now. What is a stateless firewall? So for you to remember the way I remember it, I remember stateless firewall, I compare it with the router always. Right, simple. Always. I compare it with the router. Why? Because it just examines each packet individually, making a decision solely based on the information contained within that packet. Like, excuse me, if a packet is coming from the internet and it has a table, right? So it'll have usually have only three things, right? Source IP, destination IP, and protocol. TCP, UDP, right? ICMP, whatnot, right? And so I have sent a packet from a server, or let me make it very simple, right? Let me just make it very, very simple. So if I have sent a packet from, let's say this client, right? And it's going out. So it will just make a table, and when that packet returns back, right? When that packet, it'll just compare with the table and let it flow back. It will not check all the other components inside it, right? So that is what it will do. It will just, it will just filter based on packet headers such as source, IP, destination IP, port number, protocol. That's it. So it will not offer any security features, right? Any other security features. Plus, it will not have a proper state table, right? So this is just a stateless firewall, right? It's just your normal default gateway or a normal router, right? That's it. That's it. Yeah, it is a bit faster because it will not do n number of things that your next generation firewall or any other firewall out there will do, right? And the security again will be, it will less secure as compared. But now when we come to a stateful firewall, right, it maintains a distinct table. I call it six tuples. Six tuples. So what it'll do is it'll maintain a table for source IP address, source port, destination IP address, destination port, protocol, security zone. So what did I tell you? I said that there are these two parts, right? So this is for internet zone, right? This is for internal. Two zones. We said the same, right? Two zones, right? Trust factor 100, trust factor 0. By the way, there's another code zone out there called DMZ. Trust factor for that will be 50. It's basically a demilitarized zone, right? Where most of your servers will be, right? But yeah, that will be a separate topic. For now, what we are going to be talking about is stateful firewall, right? So what a stateful firewall will do for you is basically, you know, help you, right, when it comes to network security, right? So when it comes to network security, uh, unlike stateless firewall, right, wherein your packet is just being passed, right? From here, if this is a stateless firewall, right, just like a router, this packet is just being passed in and out as, you know, just on checking on packet level, right? And checking as per the source IP, destination IP, just that. Uh, Stateful firewall, what it will do is basically it will have connection tracking, packet inspection, decision making. So this again has an ACL, right? It also has connection tracking. So like we discussed in our previous section, there is an I mark if you want to go back to TCP and check what exactly happened. But so we have SYN, SYNAC, and ACK, right? Correct. So we have SYN, SYNAC, and ACK for TCP. So just for an example, I make a request from here for SYN, correct? I make a request, it has a table here, right? And that session is over. Since NAC and NAC, everything is done, the session is over. Everything is maintained here, that session is over. We have a six tuple table here. This is my table, right? Everything is over. And after a while, from that same connection, right, you get a SYNAC, wherein I did not send any SYN. No SYN was sent from my side. So what the firewall will do, it will check against the table, a connection tracking table. It will see that I have not sent any SYN. So I cannot expect this. So it will block the traffic then and there, right? This is how smart of a firewall, a stateful firewall can be, right? It will again provide you enhanced security, right? uh, you know because what it will do is it will block malicious traffic, right? Because it has additional features for packet filtering level, right? It will do that for you, right? And based on your connection state, right, based on your packet inspection, right, it will make sure that no malicious packet are basically passing or traversing through the firewall, right? If you talk about the firewalls that are used, basically next gen firewalls, all have the concepts of zones, right? Every firewall out there will have the concept of zones, right? And again, let me just mark it here, right? Two zones that I've told you. This is internal. Let's just mark it external for simplification, right? So they'll all have concept of zones, and they'll all have advanced threat protection, right? I'll just name a few features, right? Uh, just like starting from web application firewall, WAF, right? Advanced malware protection, right? URL filtering, threat protection, right? They have UDM features as well, like IDP, right? Then we have other than IDP, sometimes we have DDoS features, right? DOS and DDoS and all of that. And for stateful firewall, you have to remember the six tuples, right? It will basically use this to make sure that no unwanted traffic has entered, right? And nothing basically goes in or out, right, of the network, because there can be attacks which can basically lead from inside as well, like exploit kits, right? So we'll discuss that in the later sessions, but this is what, if we talk about firewall, this is what you have to remember for now, right? I hope this session was good, and yeah, thank you.